Hey guys, it's Kushana talk about some hot topics. Let's get to it. Dora 2026 will be held in Zagreb. The entries that are going through go to the semifinals from the new artist category for Kënga Magjike 2025 are Chaos by Mela, Ender by Agnes Jobo, Goa by Artiola Topi, Mantra by Aurondeva, Ti porto per il sicuro by Letizia and Salvatore, E forte CR by Dafina Aliu, Thoma by Ergita Baya, Duadritten by Esther Chendro, Terminal by Fiorella Chafferai, Kuvret New Dashiri by Francie, Mr. by Joel Mohammedai, Dal by Claudia Sartori, Station by Leandro Godai, Rita Brenda Teye by Luna Chao Sholi, Gamer by Maridoro, Elixir by Ronaldo Gachi, Yakuyam by Silvia Rusi, D Gem by Troy Band, and Siar by Valderin Mustafa. The last entry from the big category is Me by Me Vete by Mira Conchi. The judges for the finals are Enkel Demi, Yonida Malishi from Eurovision Albania 2019, Calliope North Macedonia 1996, 2012, and 2016, Shani Testa, and Daban Aderemi. Before we continue, like us, many viewers sent here about the tragic news of Alice and Ellen Kessler's passing. They were German representatives for Eurovision back in 1959 with Heute Abend wollen wir tanzen gehen in Cannes, France. And we will send our condolences to their loved ones. The next batch of teams that are going through to the 2026 FIFA World Cup are France, Croatia, Portugal, Norway, Germany, Netherlands, Belgium, Austria, Switzerland, Spain, Scotland, Panama, Haiti, and Curacao. The teams that are going through to the playoffs for the UEFA European qualifiers Road to 26 are Slovakia, Northern Ireland, Kosovo, Sweden, Denmark, Ukraine, Turkey, Ireland, Poland, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Romania, Italy, Wales, North Macedonia, Albania, and Czechia. The last batch of teams that are going through to the Intercontinental Confederation playoffs are, for the 2026 FIFA World Cup, are Iraq, Congo Kinshasa, Jamaica, and Suriname. Congo Kinshasa are in the final of the first pathway, while Iraq is in the final of the second pathway. The artists are in the big category and therefore are in the final to the final are Troy Band, Silvina Rusi, Agnes Jobo, Viola Ferrai, Leandro Godai, Ergita Baya, Luna Ciausoli, Baldrin Mustafa, Maridoro, Esther Chendro, Amela, Francie, Claudia Sartori, Artiola Topi, Letizia and Salvatore, Arondeva, and Daphne Aliu. The battle pairings for the playoffs are: for Path A, Italy versus Northern Ireland and Wales versus Bosnia and Herzegovina. For Path B, Ukraine versus Sweden and Poland versus Albania. The entries for Supernova 2026 are Oh My by Agnese, Walking Out by Ivo Oxis, Diveyada by Andra Stafeka, Anna by Atvara, Love and Always Gets Me Down by Blurry, Panic Attack by Daba, Let Them by The Mantra, I Ain't Got the Guts by Edvard Strazdins. Black Goose by Elpo. All We Ever Had by Emilia. Blue Disco by Honey Blue. One by Ivo Grisninch. Grislis. Smoke by Yanis Rugais. Te Un Tagad by Kautkar Kaili. Take It by Chrissy. Insanity by Christine Mejia. Ribbon by Legzina. Cruel Angel by Mix Galvinovskis. Different Places by Nolark. You're My Savior by Papira Lidma Shinath. Deyot Vien by Paula. Raven at the Taj Mahal by Robert Ox. Pound 010126 Coda by Tikasha Sakoma and Vitas Irkads. Birnus by Vestnieks. Melodi Grand Prix will be held on February 28th at the Håkons Hall at Lillehammer. The next batch of entries that are going through to the semi-final of Sanremo Giovanni 2025 are Madone by Angelica Bove, Buona Vita by Soap, and Laguna by Niccolò Filippucci. Back to the European playoffs. For Path C, Turkey versus Romania, Slovakia versus Kosovo, and Path D. And for Path D, Denmark versus North Macedonia and Czechia versus Ireland. The bad pairings for the intercontinental playoffs are for the first pathway, New Caledonia versus Jamaica, and for the second pathway, Bolivia versus Suriname. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on social media, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll be seeing my next video. Ciao, ciao, amici, arrivederci, auf Wiedersehen, and Slava Ukraini!